This is DC Channel Guns. Like and subscribe. Thank you for watching.
What up? This is DC Channel Guns coming at you another gun video. Appreciate you watching, like, share, and subscribe. I want to appreciate all my subscribers. I want to appreciate all the good information. I appreciate y'all for coming to the video. Appreciate all the support and love over here. Appreciate the ones who found my channel and stuff and like what they see. I appreciate that. Appreciate all that good information. Appreciate the ones that leave good comments and stuff in the comment section, helping out the 2A community. You know, I appreciate y'all. I'm talking about, you know, y'all do a great job for the 2A community and everything. And, you know, y'all take the time out to, you know, to do that. So I appreciate that. Can't thank y'all enough. And I'm learning too. Everybody can learn from everybody. So that is the goal over here. Now, the number one goal is to uphold the Constitution, defend the Second Amendment. That is the ultimate prize. There's no other prize involved, no fame and glory, none of that, people. And, you know, like I said before, if you watch my channel, whether you subscribe or not, y'all the star, I'm just the messenger. So I'm going to keep saying that because I think the viewers deserve a lot more credit when it comes to, you know, looking at channels and create social media and stuff out here. Because without y'all, none of this stuff exists, people. None of this stuff will exist. And it's going to take everybody to play the most important part is to uphold the Constitution and defend the Second Amendment, because so many people are trying to take that away from us. And it's going to take the average citizen, people. The average citizen does the most of the heavy lifting in this country. A lot of people don't understand that. It's not your politicians, it's not the presidents, it's not your superstars, your celebrities and everything. It's the average citizen. That's what I represent, the average citizen. We do the heavy lifting in this country. We're going to have to continue to doing that because it's a long fight ahead to keep the Second Amendment in place. There's too many people trying to destroy that and everything. We're not going to let that happen. So it's not going to be easy. It's going to be tough, people. We got a long road ahead of us and stuff, and we're going to have to keep our foot on the gas. So with that said, this video here, we're going to talk about a lot of questions and stuff that I've been asked. And one question I keep being asked multiple times, there's a lot of first-time buyers, whether you're experienced or not, it makes it help everybody. You know, they asked me if it was 2 calibers I had to pick, that, you know, for a defensive situation. Now, a defensive situation. So, you know, putting that in perspective, I'm talking about cost, budget, availability and everything, weight and all that kind of stuff. And, you know, my first one caliber that I'm gonna pick will pretty much be, it's gonna be the 9mm, people, the 9mm. You know, there's a lot of 9mm handguns out there. I'm just using the Taurus G3 for example. I picked 9mm because, first of all, as a first-time buyer, first-time buyer and stuff like that, the 9mm has low recoil. Now, some people say the 9mm had a lot of recoil, but starting out, the 9mm had low recoil, and plus, it's easy to shoot. And it's just the right size, just the right weight, and everything for defensive use. I'm talking about you can buy a lot of the 9mm for training, a lot of training, people. You get a lot of training, a lot of practice, a lot of shots down range that'll help you out on, you know, staying on target and, you know, getting familiar with your handgun and everything. And, you know, also, it's a great defensive use. I'm talking about when it comes to firearms and stuff, you have guns with high capacity mags and stuff, 17 rounds or more, you know, weight. I'm talking about when you're carrying a firearm or whether you got it for home defense, whatever, you know, your firearm, it's going to have some weight to it. And so for its price, I think 9mm is pretty much the cheapest when it comes to defensive ammunition. I'm talking about, yes, you have the 22 out there, but we're talking about the 9mm for its defensive. And, you know, when it comes to one-shot stop, a lot of people, you know, run with that and everything. Shot placement is the key. I believe in shot placement. I think the 9mm is sufficient enough. It has worked for decades and decades across this whole world. A lot of military use it. A lot of armed forces and stuff, a lot of security teams and stuff use the 9mm. I'm talking about it's a great round and it's cheap, and you can stock up on it big time. I'm talking about you can, you know, cost savings and stuff. You can buy it in bulk. You can catch a lot of good deals with the 9mm and everything. So, you know, so I picked the 9mm for a lot of reasons, just because of that reason alone. It's not just one thing and stuff like that. There's a lot of other calibers and stuff out there, but if you don't train and practice with these calibers and stuff, and it start to cost you, when you get in the other calibers, start cost you a whole lot more money. But if you're not training enough, getting enough training in, I don't care what kind of bullet you got. If you're not shooting on target, it doesn't matter. You have to be able to hit your target, people. So I think 9mm would do that for experience, first-time shooters. It doesn't matter. I think 9mm is the caliber. And so, you know, like I said, this just people starting out. I have experience and stuff like that. I'm not a professional, pro. I still like the 9mm. I believe in shot placement, more rounds. You just have more ammunition to defend yourself in whatever situation comes up. You never know. So I believe in the 9mm. Now, when it comes to, another caliber, we just did a handgun. So when it comes to a rifle, the question was about a rifle, handgun and rifle. So when I go to the rifle, my pick would be the AR-15. I picked the AR-15. So you have 222, 223, and then you have the 5.56. Now, the good thing about the AR-15, which will probably be 3 calibers, but you can use, multiple calibers, in the AR-15, the 223 and the 5.56. One thing I like about this, that it's a wide available abundance of 223 and 5.56 in this country. You start to talk about budget and cheap. 223 is very cheap, and also you get the 5.56 pretty cheap. And it's light. They're not all that heavy. It's a lot smaller than a lot of your other rifle calibers and stuff out there. There's a wide availability across this country. It has been pretty much used in a lot of wars, defensive situations and security situations. So, when it comes to 223, 5.56, it can get it done. Like I said, shot placement is the key, people. Shot placement is the key. All the other bigger calibers with a lot of recoil and stuff, if you're not hitting your target, it doesn't matter what you're shooting. And so, like I would say, you can get a lot of training in, especially with the 223. It's very cheap. And, when it comes to defensive situation, you use 5.56, 223. To me, at the end of the day, when it comes to high velocity rifle rounds and stuff like that, especially in a defensive situation, you must make sure that you're shooting your target and, something that can go through barriers and stuff and penetrate, and you don't want to hit innocent people and stuff. So you have to watch when you get to these type of rounds here, 223 and 5.56. So you got to watch that. But when it comes to 2 calibers, this is my second caliber I would pick. There's a lot of other calibers, 300 Blackouts, a lot of other stuff out there. But, when it comes to availability, cheap and low weight, I'm talking about one thing with the military, choosing the 5.56 is light. You can carry a whole bunch of rounds. The 9mm and the 5.56 together, 223, you can carry a lot of rounds, people, a lot of rounds. They're coming in 30-round magazines. You can get them all different, magazines, 40 rounds. But like I said, when it comes to price, people, this is what I'm basing all this on. I'm not basing on this, what's the best powerful round or how strong these rounds and stuff. There's other stronger rounds out there. But for me, shot placement is the key. That is the debate that, it ends all debate. All the caliber debates and everything, people going for the stronger caliber, shot placement is the key. I'm talking about, there's calibers even smaller than this, the 9mm, that has killed people because it's shot placement. You got the 22 had killed people, the 380 had killed people. A lot of people don't think that the 22 and 380 think they're weak and everything. But guess what? Shot in the right place, you're gonna be put down, people. So, a lot of people, they with this ego of these big calibers and everything. Why have a bigger caliber you can't shoot? I had seen people at the range shooting these bigger calibers and they're not putting shots on target. Just because you got the 45 or the 10 mil, it doesn't matter. I'm talking about if somebody got a 22 and they putting it on target every time, guess what? That is the most deadly. That is the most deadly, people. So, like I said, I'm just answering a viewer question about 2 calibers that I would pick and roll with if I had to pick. And today, this is still the 2 calibers. There's a lot of other calibers out there that people, talk about that does fantastic. I'm talking about, I'm not knocking nothing from them. But, me, I stick to, certain calibers and I stock up on it. And so, that's pretty much, I'm talking about in this country here in the United States, yes, you have other rounds and stuff, but, I can go to my gun shop. I can go pretty much anywhere and find 9mm and, I can find 223 and 5.56 in most places. I'm talking about everywhere. Some places you can't find some of these rounds. The 45 gap, you can't hardly find that. I know somebody got a 45 gap, have difficult finding that ammo, versus looking online, but a lot of shops don't have the 45 gap. Some do, some don't. Depends on where you at. But that's just a perfect example, when you look at availability on certain, some of these rounds, and the price can go up on a lot of the other rounds. So with this, with what I'm saying, I'm putting price, budget, weight, and availability in mind when I pick these 2 rounds. I'm talking about that is my biggest factor, and defensive. And for a defensive situation that can stop someone. Now, there's a lot of ammunition that can stop someone, but to get time behind the gun, a lot of practice and stuff in, very affordable and cheap, that's what I'm putting in mind. So I hope that I answered some people's questions. Hope I help you out. Some people I probably didn't do no good to. So I'm talking about that's fine. Everybody has their opinion. Everybody has their own mindset. I'm not here to make up your mind. I'm just here to make people who have questions that's new to guns, or whether you're experienced and still not. I know people who still haven't made their mind up on a couple rounds, the 2 rounds they were picking stuff. You know, a lot of people love a lot of rounds. I like a lot of rounds too. But, you know, if I had the choice between 2, it'd be the 9mm and the 5.56 or 2.23, which is probably 3 rounds. I'm talking about, but 2 of them you can shoot in the same farm. So that is my answer to the viewer who wanted to know that. So this is DC Channel Guns, and I'll catch you on the next one.
This is DC Channel Guns. Like and subscribe. Thank you for watching.